welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. It's been a while. Sister has been literally like detoxing and just chilling from social media for a minute for my own mental health and you know what I'm saying. Every time you open social media, we're just bombarded with all of the mayhem, the sadness, the disappointments. So I had to, as an empath, I really had to take a minute. Like, I had to take a minute for myself. I had to gather myself, and I was drained, exhausted, is literally summing up how I've been feeling the past week with everything that's been happening. So today, you know what I'm saying? Today, I felt that call. I felt that push. Spirit was like, "You're ready. You're ready to share your messages. You're ready to go out there and, do what you do." And so here I am. You know what I'm saying? This video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to be bringing you a reading for the collective, a reading for everybody. Everybody here on planet Earth can benefit from this reading here today. So before we get into it, first and foremost, I do want to go ahead and send my condolences to George Floyd's family and just everybody in the Black community, man. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I want to say rest in peace to that beautiful innocent man, and I also want to say rest in peace to all of my beautiful brothers and sisters that unfortunately got their lives taken due to injustice, segregation, racism, and police brutality. It's sick, it's sad, but you know what? It's ending. So mote it be, it is done. All right. We got anger, man. We got anger. We got built up. This is years upon years. It's just been adding up. And the fact that this is all happening during Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, it's ending. So I'm here to tell you guys, it might seem chaotic, it might seem scary, but at the end of these retrogrades, big transformation. Finally, everything will be in equilibrium. Finally, there will be no more of that weak foundation that America was built upon. Okay? Finally. All right. So in this reading, I'm going to be calling upon my ancestors that guide me, that support me. And I'm going to be channeling some messages from my spiritual team, my ancestral support, my guides, my loved ones. And we're just going to see what comes through, what they feel everybody that is going to be watching this video needs to hear. And I do ask that you leave ego at the door and just really hear these messages from a place of love. Connect with your heart space. Connect with your higher self. All right? Please leave ego at the door. All right? I also want to say shout out to everybody that's been at the protest, that's been peacefully protesting, and that's been, really risky. I mean, you guys are risking your lives. I watch these videos, with all this police brutality, and I'm like, yo, who really has the heart to do what they're doing to these innocent people that are just speaking up and using their voice? And let me tell you guys, everybody that is using their platform, everybody that's out there and doing these courageous things, like good karma is going to come to you. And that's on period. All right. That is just so beautiful to see so many people in the community of all races come together. And that just really instills hope and, faith into my heart with everybody. So shout out to you guys. And let me just say this. Everybody here has a role to play. Everybody. Unity. We must all come together. We must all come together, because for those of you that are ignoring this and acting as if nothing's happening and just patiently waiting for this to die down, you're a part of the problem. Okay? Bless, I get it, because, for some people seeing it, it's traumatic, it hurts, it's draining. And that's how it was for me. I didn't speak on it for a while because I really had to process it. You know what I'm saying? And for my mental health, I couldn't, how can I bring encouraging, empowering messages to my tribe, my community, if I'm just shook on it? So, I will say this, because there were a lot of people that were coming out and just bashing people for not speaking on it. We have to be empathetic. We have to realize that everybody processes what happens in their reality differently. So, there's a difference between somebody that's blatantly ignoring it, not speaking on it because they're scared of being judged by their friends, family, or coworkers. And then there's a difference between the people that, genuinely are hurt by it, but they're having a little bit of a tougher time processing it and, coping. You know what I'm saying? So if you are kind of in the same boat that I was in, with just avoiding social media and just like so hurt and sad by everything that's happening, I'm sending light and love your way. You will get better. This will get better. And, praying, meditation, and, tying astrology into all this, we have Neptune chilling in Pisces. We have Mars in Pisces. Pisces, it's ruled by the 12th house. You know what I'm saying? Pisces is a very spiritual, the other realms, the other dimensions. All right, connecting with your faith, your belief systems. All right, Pisces can also be known for, drug abuse or, substance abuse, abusing something to numb the pain. And so, you might find that certain people in your life right now, due to everything that's happening right now, they're having such a hard time processing it. So more people are turning to drugs, more people are turning to smoking, more people are turning to drinking, more people are turning to sleeping. All right, to playing video games, all to distract themselves from what's happening. And that's what was going on with me. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be transparent. I was just trying to distract myself. But at the end of the day, open the phone, open Twitter. First thing I see is this. We can't run from this. We can't. Okay. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I do want to say with Neptune and Pisces and Mars and Pisces, there's a lot of lies going on. Before I start channeling the messages, there is a lot of lies going on, okay? In the media, in the news, there's a lot of false things being leaked. So family, first thing I'm going to tell all of you guys is do not believe everything that you see. Do not believe everything that you hear, especially if it's coming from the news, especially if it's coming from the television. Tell lies to your vision. All right? We got to remember, okay? That's why I don't have cable. I don't watch it. All right? You know what I'm saying? All I use is internet. And unfortunately, them motherfreakers took over the internet, and now I see just news stuff on my dang phone. But bless, we can't run from it. But what I'm saying here is real recognizes real. Okay. And a lot of the stuff that's going on here, you can see right through it. You can see that there's an agenda. You can see that there's purposely things being planted where people are peacefully protesting to stir up the pot. Family, there's people that are being paid right now to go out there and just start initiating the violence, start breaking windows, start fire, start vandalizing. Oh yeah, they're being paid for that. Or even if they're not being paid, they're just signing up for it to make the Black people look bad, to make the protesters of all races look bad. And so I don't want any of you that are out there in the streets protesting and speaking your mind, I don't want you guys to get hurt. All right. So I will say, if you guys are out there, if that's your role that you're playing, if that's what you feel called to do, bless. I mean, you guys are amazing, but I will say, make sure that you got some protection crystals on you. Make sure that you got, blessed up. Make sure that you pray. Make sure that you connect with your ancestors. Ask your ancestors to send you that protection and to guide you throughout this journey. Don't go in there blindsided, okay? Neptune and Pisces, Mars is in Pisces. Use that spiritual energy. Oh, the lights just flickered. Oh my gosh. Sheesh, we're on to something. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got moldavite in my hair somewhere, so that was powerful. But yeah, don't just go in there blindsided, because that's what they want you to do. With all these lies, with all the illusions going, there's a lot of illusions. Okay, you might think that some of the people that are peacefully protesting with you, you might think that they're on your side, but they're against you. Be mindful, pay attention, and feel the energy. This is a time to connect with your spiritual side more than ever. Because back in the day, when we were being segregated against, when we were being just treated so poorly, back in the day, our ancestors connected with their spirituality. They used divination. They used different forms of spirituality to connect with the Most High and to get them through the most trying times. History repeats itself. It's time, all right? My light workers, my empaths, my witches, my spiritual practitioners, my shamans, whatever you collude with, we must come together. We must light the candles. We must set the intentions. All right. We must all come together and speak positivity to heal the planet. All right. These are just messages that are coming through. But something else astrologically that I wanted to touch on is Mercury being in Cancer. Mercury's been in Cancer for a little bit now, and Mercury's not going to be moving out of Cancer until around August, I believe. Mercury is the planet of communication, okay? How we think, how our mind thinks, how we speak. And so right now as a collective, globally, how we're thinking and how we're communicating is all with emotions. And logic, unfortunately, goes out the window. So I want you to know that the people that we're going against, that aren't, that just don't care, the people that we are, fighting against, okay? They are purposely doing things to trigger your emotions, to make you angry, to make you mad, so that way you destruct things, you vandalize things. And then once all that's over, if us as people don't chill out, they're going to enforce something called martial law. And we don't want that. So family, share this message with everybody. They want us to react. They want us to act off of anger. They want us to act off of emotions, period. But when we all come together and we know, okay, bless, this is what's going on astrologically, let's use it to our advantage and not to our disadvantage. Okay. And I know, let me just say this. I know that not all of the protesters out there are violent at all. I know that. Some of my subscribers that I follow on Instagram, they're out there, you know what I'm saying, being peaceful and just spreading that love. And it's powerful, how powerful we are, coming together, seeing police actually finally kneeling down and shedding a tear for their, police brothers or sisters that have just been so brutal and abusing their power. It's working. Peacefulness is working, okay? Peaceful energy works, all right? When we all just come together and we're just like, no, we're not doing it. They're not doing it, all right? But yeah, so that's just a little bit about like the astrology side of it. Don't believe everything that you see. There's a lot of lies going on. There's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of people that are out there on those streets just causing mayhem and chaos. So that way, when all of this is said and done, stuff happens, bad stuff. So we got to remain positive. We got to stay blessed up. We got to stay prayed up. All right, ancestors, come through here. What needs to be heard? What needs to be honored? What needs to be brought to light here today? I call upon my ancestors that walk with me, the blood of my blood, the known and the unknown, and those that have love for me, those that guide me, those that support me. Come share your medicine. Come share your wisdom for all of us. For all of us, in regards to what's going on right now in the collective. What do we all need to know moving forward, ancestors? Ooh. What do we all need to know? What do we all need to know? Yep. All right, so here are the messages that we got here. So the first card, first and foremost, is the Hanged Man. All right, the Hanged Man, it's ruled by Neptune. And like I said, Neptune is in Pisces right now. Okay, we have to be mindful of the illusions of what's happening. We have to chill for a second. And I feel like what all of our ancestors are communicating right now is we must all come together. You know what I'm saying? We must all come together. Why don't we, conduct a day where we all meet up at one location and we just are talking to each other in the crowds and, coming up with, what are we going to do? How are we going to stop this, as opposed to just talking to them, because right now they're not listening. What is our game plan? Are we going to take back control with our dollar and only support, local businesses, only support our community? Are we going to start gardens? What are we going to do, family? Because as of right now, when all of this is done, when all this is over, we're all going to go back to supporting them. You know what I'm saying? So we need to start supporting each other. We need to take our power back, is what the ancestors are saying here. The Hanged Man, chill out for a second, okay? Right now, meditate before you take action, okay? Because all of the actions that we're taking right now come with consequences. Are we ready for that? Okay, 9 of Wands. All right, this is the energy of having your guard up, not trusting. okay? Standing together. But Nine of Wands is also the energy of wrapping things up, wrapping this up. All right. And this is interesting because on this card, it's basically a man. He's wounded. He probably got beat up. And now he's getting back up, with his crutch and his armband, and people are laughing at him. So I will say, if people are laughing at you, if people are, mocking you out there, bless, be the bigger person. Our ancestors really want us to, remain with our class, our dignity. All right. And let people say what they got to say. Let the lower vibrational, negative, disgusting pigs, let them do their thing, because at the end of the day, karma is going to get them. All right. But how you choose to react to them is also your karma. So we have to be mindful of that. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, which this is the card that does talk about, creative, artistic, artistically, creatively, how can we make a change? Okay, Nine of Cups. I call this the Make-A-Wish card. Manifesting, speaking things into existence, coming into fruition. Your dreams are coming true. All right, so this could perhaps be, everybody that watches this, light a candle for justice, light a candle for peace in the world, light a candle for love in the world, light a candle for unity in the world. Okay? Because right now, with everything that's going on, we're being the Knight of Wands. We're being so busy. We're being so impulsive. We're just doing things and we're not even, taking a second to think, wow, how is this going to affect all of us as a collective in the long run? And once again, I'm not against the protesting. I'm not against it, but I am against, just being belligerent and violent and, just messing things up for other people, even though, granted, now we're seeing that a lot of the people that are vandalizing and being violent, they're not even with the Black Lives Matter movement, all right? They just have a hidden agenda, so we have to be mindful that there is some sneaky, sly, conniving things going on. We have to choose not to take part in it. There might even be people out there in the protests that are trying to get the peaceful protesters to fight one another. Don't fall for it, all right? Our ancestors are telling us that we must remain high class with dignity, all right? High class with dignity is what's coming through here. Okay, so moving forward, let's get some more keywords. Spirit, come communicate with us. What needs to be heard? Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so back of the deck energy is the Tree. We must be grounded. All right, at this time, we must focus on our health, our well-being, our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health. We have to focus on evolving and fertility, because right now with what's going on, yes, there's beautiful things going on. I'm not discrediting that, but with all the, impulsive behavior and people letting that Mercury and Cancer take over and just let their emotions call the show, that we just got to ground ourselves. So if you are out there and you're witnessing it, encourage people to take a deep breath, encourage people to be the bigger person. All right, encourage people to ground themselves. Okay, this is a time where you want to call upon your ancestors, you want to call upon your spiritual team for that protection. All right, because what else is going on here? The mice. This card talks about illness, fatigue, stress, theft, loss, deteriorate, filth, restless energy, worry, reduce, anxiety. All right, this is a card. This is what's going on in the collective right now. All of this, it's really affecting all of us. Even if you're not out there protesting, just seeing it, absorbing it, letting that download into your subconscious mind, that's not good. So we have to just remember to, really ground ourselves in these times, meditate, and, really do what we need to do to raise our vibration. Okay, we have the Loons here, and this is the card that says deep commitment. Okay, family, reawakening lost hopes. All right, because our ancestors have been fighting and fighting for this for so long, but this retrograde time is when it's all going to happen. We're manifesting a deep desire. So once again, with Neptune and Mars being in Pisces, this is spiritual energy. This is a time where manifestations can come to fruition. So instead of acting impulsively and, letting our emotions take over, take those emotions, put all of those emotions into a candle, into writing a petition, all right? Invoking certain spirits and deities or ancestors, all right? Get out out the spiritual practices, all right? Get out the practices, I meant, all right? Get it out. This is a time where things are happening, all right? We have the cross. And this here says, this is destiny. All right. This is just something that had to happen. All right. We have divine guidance. All right. Necessity, conviction, crisis, duty, fate. Call upon spirit. Call upon your ancestors. Do something. But this is a time to, move smarter, think more strategically. All right. This is chess, not checkers, because the people that we're going against, I'm going to say it again, they want us to be arguing. They want us to be fighting. This is the whip. This here talks about abusive, tense, anger, painful, over and over again, arguments, fighting. The balls in the chain. This card says heaviness, addictions, okay? Emotional baggage, codependent, trapped. They want us to feel angry. They want us to feel hurt. They want us to feel this way to cause mayhem. All right. This is what they want. So why are we feeding into it? We need to come together, family. This is the time to, really get on your spiritual stuff, really get on it, speak it into existence, manifest it. All right. Seriously. We also do have the book. So Spirit here is telling us that this is a time where mysteries and secrets and things that are hidden are coming to light. This is a time to study. This is the time to get your knowledge. This is a time to read, all right? Look into what the higher ups know about. Look into that. Okay, dive down the rabbit hole because that's where the answers are. Speaking of the rabbit hole, we have the magnet. Okay, and this card here says gravity, desire, longing, okay, yearning, charm, magnetic attraction, manifest, all right, with all of us, because once again, we outnumber them, and that's on period, all right? If all of us come together, the spiritual community, all communities, we come together, we all light a candle for the peace, for the unity, for the protection, for the love, for the harmony, for the equilibrium. That is what we will get. So mote it be. It is done, okay? Violence won't solve anything, all right? Cussing and yelling won't solve anything, all right? We have to remember that naturally, with Mercury chilling in Cancer, we are going to feel the instinct where we need to act on our anger, where we need to hurt them because they're hurting us. Let's bless them. Let's bless the situation. Let's spread love, man, because love always outweighs the hate. All right. They want us to be vibrating at a low frequency because seeing those videos, seeing what's going on out in those riots, out in those protests, it's so low vibrational. And yet it's sad because the people are all coming together to do something so high vibrational, but the people that we're going against are making it low vibrational with the gas, with all of it. It's sad, okay? And so finally, the final message is the albatros, and this talks about a good sign or omen, okay? Baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, regret, shame. All right, is some of the impulsive decisions that people are making, is it going to cause regret? Is it going to cause that energy of just like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. It's not too late. And it's beautiful because a lot of people already are coming together and being peaceful about this. All right. But now it's time to take action and figure out, okay, bless, what are we going to do once all this is over? How are we going to be self-sufficient? Bless. All right. And the final messages, any other final messages here for all of us as a collective spirit? Come use me as a vessel. Come communicate these divine messages. Wisdom. Now is a time, family. Now is a time to get your wisdom. Now is a time to read. Now is a time to study our opponent. Study them, get to know them, analyze them. Okay? Seriously, now is the time to get that knowledge, okay? We have Hathor, I hope I pronounced that right, pleasure. All right, pleasure. Don't lose hope and don't let this situation drain you. Yes, it's sad, it's unfortunate, but we will, and I know this for a fact, we will come out so much better because once again, this seriously, this Pluto retrograde, you know what I'm saying? It's destroying and breaking down anything and everything that is weak, anything and everything that's tainted, anything and everything that is just so low vibrational. It's going away. So after all this is said and done, we will have justice. All right, but let's get the justice in the right way. And finally, energy. All right, energy is powerful. We are energetic beings. So this is just a reminder for all of the people watching this. If you are out there, with all of the violence and all of the craziness going on, make sure that you're grounding yourself. Make sure that you're protected. All right. This is also a time for all of us as a collective to send positive energies to everybody that is out there risking their lives protesting. This is a time to send nothing but positive vibes and intentions out into the universe, all right? Because remember, Saturn retrograde that's currently happening, the pigs, all right? The people that are filled with hate, the people that are racist, the people that just are bad people, karma's coming for them. And that's unfair. Karma is coming for them. And so the beautiful thing about karma is we don't even have to worry about it, because when it's their time, when the universe has that perfect opportunity to literally make them feel what they made somebody else feel, it's done. It's a wrap. So remember, what people do to you is their karma, 100%. But what you do back to them is yours, all right? And we're attracting nothing but good karma, all right? And finally, the back of the deck energy is awakening. We are all, as a collective, together going through a mass spiritual awakening, shifting into the age of Aquarius, and this is what initiated it. So don't be scared. Remember, look at this from a place of love and compassion, all right? The universe is balancing itself out. The universe is healing itself, all right? Bless. All right, bless. Okay. So I don't want to make this video too long. And I hope that I wasn't all over the place. I know that, okay, thank you, Spirit. This was good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about this. I wanted to use my platform, my voice to share awareness. And I want to say, don't be scared. Don't be scared to speak up for justice for the people. Okay, don't be afraid to do so. What are you afraid of? You afraid of people judging you? Bless. Not everybody's going to like you. You know what I'm saying? But it needs to be done. It needs to be said. Unity, we need to come together at these protests. We don't need to be fighting one another. We need to be coming together and figuring out the next step. We need to ground ourselves, all right? We need to act as a lineage, act as a tribe. Because what's been happening these past years and years and years, the higher ups have molded us to not come together. You know, you go to a store, when somebody talks to you, you look at them up and down like, what do you want? That's not normal. Okay? It's not. You know what I'm saying? You can't even knock on your neighbor's door and, have a conversation with them. They'll be like, what do you want? Okay? You can't even, ask your neighbor for a loaf of bread no more. They're like, get it yourself. That's not normal. And that was strategically placed. That was literally strategy, because they know that when we all come together, their little agenda is over. So now, shifting into the age of Aquarius, we're coming together. We're educating one another. Okay? We're not enemies. We're in this together. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I know I look crazy in this video. I'm like, I just had to make this video. It wouldn't sit right with me if I didn't speak on this. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and once again send my condolences. And I just want to once again appreciate and send beautiful light, love, support, and protection to everybody out there that is just on the front line and risking their safety and their lives, speaking up for this cause. All right. We're in this together, family. We are in this together, and I just want to thank you guys so much. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I love you guys so much. Remember to keep your head up, remain high, remain blessed up, prayed up, do your thing, call upon your spiritual team. This is the time to do so, and stay safe, family. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'll see you guys in my next one.